Hello and welcome back, RBG family and friends. Today we are outside in the chicken run. We are with the Rosa flock, and look at them. They are finally 20 weeks old and they are humongous. If I say the least, they are enjoying themselves some fresh. These are pine shavings with a little bit of fresh flakes mixed in there. I do switch up their bedding here and there depending on whatever it is that I choose to buy at Tractor Supply. But yeah, guys, they finally reached 20 weeks. I've been waiting for that mark for whatever reason. I don't know why. I just guess I like a round even number. Doesn't mean that they are laying yet. We are still waiting for that first production egg. So this is where we're at. They're having a little spat there. They are enjoying breakfast, which which one is this one? Miss Jeanette here is kicking some bedding into it. Don't know why. They'll still eat it though. So just wanted to show you guys what we are doing here. We're still doing pretty much the same. The difference this time around is that we have finally switched them over to just granular feed. We are no longer doing crumble. The last time that you guys were here, it was at 14 weeks and we were switching them gradually. We were doing I think it was a 75-25 at granular feed and crumble. So now they are completely on granular, no longer crumble, and they did the switch without a problem, so no complaints whatsoever. I don't know if it's too early. In the description box below, you guys let me know. We are first-time chicken parents, so we don't know if we have done this wrong or right, but everywhere on the tube I have looked at videos and they said that at the 18-week mark we can start introducing the nesting box. So that's what we have done. We kind of did like a DIY, and that didn't work too well for us, so we went on Tractor Supply and we brought this guy. This guy is, I'm gonna have to turn you guys around, hopefully this transfers well. This is obviously just the next nesting box, and it's one that you can just literally just screw in. I mean, obviously my chicken run here is like, you know, one of these chicken wires, which is not, you know, anything, you know, very like durable. But so what we did is we just like zip tied it, and what we are doing is we just have these training eggs. These are wood with some fresh pine shavings in there, and they have been really curious, and they go in there and they, you know, check it out. Have I seen any of them actually sit on anything? Not really, even though we have the nanny cam right next to it, but I really don't stay very vigilant on them, so it is what it is. But other than that, everything is pretty much the same. Over here we have a dust bath for them, which just is a combination of dust bath and you know, the pine shaving, because that's what they do. They don't know how to keep anything clean. These girls are too much. On the outside we have changed a couple of things cosmetic wise, so once I go back outside I will show you guys that. The water is still the same. They can't keep anything clean, so it looks a little bit on the dusty side because they do obviously pick up a lot of dust when they take their little, you know, dust, soil, sand bath, whatever it is that you're calling it, but it's still the same, and they are enjoying it. They drink a lot of water, so I do come out here and fill this up a couple of times every week, if you want to say per se, because this holds 12 gallons of water. I did buy a heater, have not implemented it yet. My husband said maybe to wait till January. I think that's probably a little too out there. When we do implement it, I do have one of those portable electricity things, which we had the solar panels, but my husband ended up returning it because he was like, maybe it might not work for us, so we have to like charge it inside, bring it outside. I don't know if that's going to be the best solution for us, but we'll try it for this year, and then if it doesn't work, we'll see what we implement for next year, because we don't have like, you know, outdoor outlets. So we'll see what happens. But other than that, in here it is all fine. They are happy and healthy so far, thank God. We did a cleaning, one of those major cleanings yesterday in here, and besides besides the pine shavings, we added a garden lime, and I'll put in the description box which companies I am using. We also added a deodorizer down here for them, and they're super chatty this morning, and also the dust bath material also on the bottom, because we want to keep any, you know, dust mites, fleas, and all that good stuff away from the girls when they decide to take like dust baths and all of that. And everything is food grade and everything, that if they happen to like ingest any of this stuff, it definitely won't harm or hurt them, because guys, these are my babies, my 7 children, and like I say, you know, thank God, got them from chicks, and so far we are doing amazing. And over here they still have the little roosting bar, and you know, this I just dry bar it down, you know, whether it's with an actual brush or just, you know, one of those Brillo pads, you know, that does not have any soap or anything. I'm not trying to introduce anything in here to them that will harm them, you know, whether it's, you know, ingesting, smelling, or whatnot. So once it comes to them themselves, we have most of them that have some sort of wattle and comb. Some of them is very prominent, as you can see in the white ones. It's a very prominent. So I think these guys will be my first producers, definitely. And the ones with colors are the ones that are a little on the layback, a little behind, but it's okay. Like I said, I don't have my heart set on receiving any eggs this year. If I do, I will definitely be very happy, as everybody around me is asking and waiting. But it is what it is. It's okay. It's no problem. I'm enjoying them as pets and companions at this point, because that's exactly what they are. So moving along, what we have done to upgrade cosmetically, and so they could also enjoy, you know, coming back and forth, and just a tad bit of space, because I kind of contemplated on letting them have a go at the whole backyard while it's off garden season, but then I also changed my mind, and also for ease of access for me and for them at the same time. But I changed my mind, obviously, as I already said that. So what we did was, we have the door here that allows them to come in and out to their coop, as you can see right over there. And I'll take you inside, because I don't know, I don't remember honestly if I have taken you guys in there or not, but I'll give you a tour of it. Come on, I'll give you a tour of it once I'm done here. But we used to have double doors here. I am being pecked by a chicken. I am not food. I'll give you a tour right now once I'm done. We used to have double doors here. We took one off, and I will show you why. We keep this open now because we threw a net over the chicken run and over the chicken coop, and as you can see here, because obviously we can't reach the back of this, I mean, it doesn't look amazing cosmetically here in the back, but I don't care. Nobody comes out here, and I just want it to be efficient, and it's the bottom line. I'm being honest, guys. But it allows them to go in and out, and they can't fly out. Because I did have one accident as I was trying to put them away one night, and I had one of them, which I think was Chicken Little, which is the one that's pecking me now, fly over to my neighbor's yard, and that was nerve-wracking. She ended up coming back, but you know, it's one of my babies. I can't be having that. So now we have a net that covers not only the chicken run, it goes a little bit into the chicken coop, so we can avoid that. And I'm gonna go onto the outside so I can show you what I'm talking about. So on the outside, Let me see if I can zoom you guys out. Nope. All right, so on the outside, what we ended up doing is putting this netting. I don't know if you guys can see it, and it is netted all the way over the chicken coop, because this is where it ends and the netting is all the way over. We ended up adding T-posts all around here, and we have 3 T-posts, and they go all the way down to the ground right here, and it is right up to here, so now they can't fly out. And I can leave the door open to the coop, and now they can walk all the way up to here, and they have just a little extra space so they can walk up to here, and they can get into the coop if they want to, when the conditions are bad, when it's raining, if they don't want to be in the elements, if it's too cold, and all that extra stuff. So it works out. This door I ended up making, which is obviously just, you know, it's not chicken wire, it's like that concrete material. I don't know if that's what it's called. Y'all can correct me if y'all want to, but I just ended up just adding 2 pieces together and just zip tying it here. I zip tied it here. We kind of, you know, bended it and molded, and it's just being held here because it was molded to the post here. And just to get in, I'll show you, because obviously I'm going to go in. I just be careful here because obviously I'm gonna have a chicken escape because obviously it can cut me, and I just open it here, and that's how I get in. And at night I just put it back there, and I go upstairs and I do my duties, and they stay in there all day and enjoy themselves. And it's the best thing that we've ever done. We have an extra cloth here because there was a gap right here, so we had to leave an extra piece of the netting that flows down to the bottom, so that make sure that they don't fly out on the top right here. But other than that, it seems to be working out fine. So we're gonna go ahead and go inside into the chicken coop so we can go ahead and show you the additions and the upgrades that my husband has made inside of there. So now we are inside the coop, which is where they sleep at night. You can see pretty much, I guess, our view, their view coming in. That's where we were. That's the run, and that's the door where they come out of when we put them in at night. At this point, since it's left open, they put themselves in, and we just come in. We come out at night and just literally just close the door. This door right here, we just literally just close it because obviously we don't want them to be attacked by any nocturnal predator. And we are talking about rodents, rats. I know in my recent videos that I've posted in the past, we have said that we've been pressured by rodents and that was because of their feed. We have removed that feature. Nothing against the feeder. We kept it because if we go on vacation, obviously that feeder would help my neighbor, that would help me with my chickens, but we no longer implement that feeder on a daily basis. I just come out 2 to 3 times a day to make sure that they still have food, and or give them, you know, chicken scraps and all that good stuff, and it works perfectly fine for us. I think we have deterred the rodents, at least, you know, for now, thank God. But you know, we've been known to have raccoons in the area, and I don't want to put it in the air, but yeah, guys know what I mean. So for now, knock on everything, we have been safe in here. Now this is just a regular old shed, and it works. I've showed you guys before. It has ventilation, which is the window. This window is like a concrete mesh that my husband decided to implement, you know, versus the little plastic thing that we do have here in case if we need be. But I think we're keeping this through the winter because obviously they still need ventilation, you know, through the winter unless the snow becomes really heavy, and then we'll just implement something else versus the plastic that we have down there. And yeah, so this works out. Nanny Cam is still there. We enjoy watching them at night as they sleep. I think they're so funny. And we changed all of this yesterday. In here they actually have fresh flakes because this is where I started cleaning first, because this is actually the hardest area to clean. And they have fresh flakes out there as well, because like I said, you know, they wiggle out there, they have fun out there, and anywhere that they can poop, I choose to put fresh flakes because it's easier for us to clean. So moving along, we have stones here. You know, these are the stones that I have in my garden, so it's easier for us to walk, and it helps us to build their structure. This in here is all handmade by my husband, you know, their roost and all of that, because things are very expensive to buy. Wood, labor, all that good stuff is really, really expensive. At first we only had one roost bar here for them, and then he got jiggy with it and he went ahead and built them another one over here. And let me tell you guys, they are loving it. On cold days, this is where they are at, and they all fit. Now it's overlapping obviously because that's the only way that he was able to get it to work. Now this is all scrap material. You know, I don't know where he found this or if he had it laying somewhere. This material over here, this one he actually purchased because we didn't have like this type of material, I think, laying around. But this used to be a garden bed that one of my neighbors gave me, and it was kind of decomposing. It really was not working. I think that's where I had my strawberries at. My strawberries did not do good this year, and they were old strawberries that I either I have gotten a mixture from Home Depot and from my Gardner Bare Roots, and they were not doing good. They were really old, and I just decided to just tear them up. And next year I'm probably gonna end up doing obviously new plants, and I'm gonna probably end up putting them in my green stock, which I finally put together. And so we repurposed that here, and it is working phenomenal. He ended up just, you know, screwing and bolting things together to make sure it does not move and it holds them steady, because even though my chickens are not extremely heavy, I think my heaviest girl at her, you know, grown weight will be about 6.5 pounds, and my little white ones, you know, soaking wet, will probably be 4.5 pounds. But all 7 of them together, because they all like to be together, huddled up, I mean, you know, there you go, do chicken math. They can be pretty heavy. And in the bottom, just to give them height, because we all know they don't like to be down low, he just has, you know, cement blocks, and it works out. And you know, the last thing that we pretty much have in here, which is the same thing we have out there, is just another nesting box. So I wanted to give them 2 options, one outside, one inside. Even though during the day they will have access to both, but you know, if one is using one, then you know the other one will have access to the other one. I don't think that they lay at night, but you know, in case if they're in here, and you know, I don't know, I'm new to chickens, they have access to this one once the door is closed. And it's pretty much the same thing in here. It's the fresh flakes with 2 wooden eggs. I got them in different colors because my girls do lay in different colors. You know, if you've seen my other videos, I do have 2 Easter eggers, 1 blue cockamorant, which is gonna lay the dark brown eggs, and I have one that's laying a light brown egg, and then the other ones are white eggers. So I decided to buy the wooden eggs in different colors. So, you know, not that I think they can tell, I don't know, I would have to look that up, but it looked pretty just to see them all in the nesting boxes that way. Just aesthetics for me. But other than that, you know, this is where we're at. This got the same conditioning as the run. In here was the same thing. It got a little bit of the dust underneath the flakes. It got the freshener underneath the flakes, and it also got the garden lime underneath the flakes. I'll put, you know, everything that I use in the description box below. If I have pictures of it, I'll put it, you know, attached as well, so you guys can see exactly what I'm using. And up here as well, you know, I made sure I scraped all of the wood, you know, got all of their poop and everything off as much as I could, even with the walls, because, you know, they like to put their booties up on the walls and things just get a little hairy and a little messy in here, especially, you know, in a cramped space. But yeah, that's their living environments, and you know, so far so good. It is working. But the netting, as you can see, it goes all the way high up, so when they come, they like to fly up sometimes. You know, it's sad if they fly up and they kind of hit their head to it. You know, I feel a little bad, but you know, I do it for their protection and mine as well, so I have to be running around chasing the chicken. And for my garden protection, because I don't know if you guys watch a little bit of my short, but you know, they did get loose on me because I didn't close that, you know, made up door that I have over here that well, and they ate my bok choy. And I'm a little sad because I was growing that bok choy for my neighbor, but I don't know if it'll bounce back. We'll see. And I think it's, I don't know if it's a little too late to start, you know, bok choy again. I might try, but you know, the weather here in the Bronx is a little wonky. We're getting 40s, not, well, 40s at night, but you know, we have a couple of days in the following weeks that are going to be in the 70s, so we'll see. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, this is what we have. And that's what it looks like from the outside, if I haven't said it already. It's pretty tall. It's pretty good. It's a nice pan view. Looks pretty good. From the bottom, they can't get out. They can't get out from the top. Like I said, the netting is all over. They have that nice cloth on the top, UV protectant and all that good stuff. Stops the rain from getting in. The door, we have a couple of layers on it. Like, I mean, a couple of layers protecting everything from getting in and from them getting out. And so guys, this is the update that I have from you. And for the chickens at the 20-week mark. I hope you guys like what you guys are seeing, and as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It will help our algorithm. It'll help us out, and YouTube will share us to the world. As always, guys, we love you, and we will see you guys on the next one. Bye.